Learn English to Gujarati. Scope for action, discretion and authority in
Gujarati.
Welcome, brave learner. Hey, you are about to learn some powerful English and Gujarati vocabulary that sounds very official, very useful, and slightly like you have been promoted already. Do not worry, we will make it fun. Today you will learn these key Gujarati words. Scope for action is.
કાર્યની સ્વતંત્રતા.
Discretion is.
વિવેકાધિકાર.
Scope for creative freedom is.
રચનાત્મક સ્વતંત્રતા માટે અવકાશ.
Scope for decision making is.
નિર્ણય લેવાનો અવકાશ.
Responsibility is.
જવાબદારી.
Area of responsibility is.
જવાબદારીનો વિસ્તાર.
Competence area is.
ક્ષેત્ર.
And authority is.
સત્તા.
Yes, these are big words. But your brain loves a challenge. Also, big words make you sound like you own at least 3 clipboards. The office of dramatic importance. Let us jump into a tiny office story where everyone takes their job far too seriously. Perfect for learning. On Monday morning, Meera walked into the office and said, "I need more scope for action in this project." In Gujarati, that is.
કાર્યની સ્વતંત્રતા.
Her manager nodded and said, "Fair. Last week you needed permission to move a stapler, and that was not healthy." Then the manager added, "For difficult cases, you can use discretion." In Gujarati, discretion is.
વિવેકાધિકાર.
Meera smiled. She did not know whether to feel powerful or just slightly dangerous. Next, the designer Raj complained, "This poster looks boring because I had no scope for creative freedom." In Gujarati, that is.
રચનાત્મક સ્વતંત્રતા માટે અવકાશ.
He pointed at the design. It was a beige rectangle. Even the rectangle looked tired. Then the intern asked, "Do I have any scope for decision making?" In Gujarati, that is.
નિર્ણય લેવાનો અવકાશ.
The boss said, "Yes, but maybe start with deciding where the pens go, not the company merger." By noon, everyone discussed responsibility, or
જવાબદારી.
they also clarified each person's area of responsibility, which is.
જવાબદારીનો વિસ્તાર.
Suddenly, chaos became organization. It was the closest thing to office magic. Finally, the director entered and said, "Marketing is not your competence area. Competence area is."
ક્ષેત્ર.
Then he added, "And only I have the authority to approve this." Authority is.
સત્તા.
Nobody argued. He had the official mug. Word spotlight. Now you will hear each word clearly with a quick meaning and a memorable image. Nice and simple. Scope for action.
કાર્યની સ્વતંત્રતા.
Think of a huge open field where your ideas can run around without asking for a hall pass. Discretion.
વિવેકાધિકાર.
Think of a wise judge or your grandmother deciding who really started the argument. Scope for creative freedom.
રચનાત્મક સ્વતંત્રતા માટે અવકાશ.
Imagine a blank wall, fresh paint, and nobody saying, "Can you make it more gray?" Scope for decision making.
નિર્ણય લેવાનો અવકાશ.
Imagine being allowed to choose the plan instead of just nodding dramatically. Responsibility.
જવાબદારી.
Picture a backpack full of tasks. Heavy, yes. Impressive, also yes. Area of responsibility.
જવાબદારીનો વિસ્તાર.
Imagine a glowing office map that says, "This part is yours, please do not invade accounting." Competence area.
ક્ષેત્ર.
Think of your field, domain, or zone of skill. Not a literal farm, unless your competence area is farming. Authority.
સત્તા.
Imagine a golden stamp, an official badge, and a face that says, "Yes, I can approve this form." Mini dialogue drill. Listen to these short dialogues and repeat the Gujarati words out loud. Yes, out loud. Your wall can learn too. A. We need more scope for action in this project. B. Yes, we need more.
કાર્યની સ્વતંત્રતા.
A. Should I follow the rule blindly? B. No, use.
વિવેકાધિકાર.
A. This design is too boring. B. Then ask for.
રચનાત્મક સ્વતંત્રતા માટે અવકાશ.
A. Can I make this choice myself? B. Yes, you have.
નિર્ણય લેવાનો અવકાશ.
A. Who will take care of the report? B. I will take the.
જવાબદારી.
A. Is finance your job? B. Yes, it is in my.
જવાબદારીનો વિસ્તાર.
A. What is your main professional field? B. My main.
ક્ષેત્ર.
Is language training. A. Who can sign this document? B. Only the officer with.
સત્તા.
Funny memory hooks. Here comes the weird part, which is excellent news for memory. Strange images stick. 4.
કાર્યની સ્વતંત્રતા.
Imagine a robot asking permission to blink, then finally being given freedom to act. It rolls away whispering, I am free. 4.
વિવેકાધિકાર.
Imagine a robot judge saying, wise choice loading. That is discretion with extra comedy. 4.
રચનાત્મક સ્વતંત્રતા માટે અવકાશ.
Imagine an artist begging, please let me draw outside the box. Then the box becomes a giant studio. 4.
નિર્ણય લેવાનો અવકાશ.
Imagine an intern choosing pen colors like it is a historic national decision. 4.
જવાબદારી.
Imagine a cat in glasses accepting responsibility for a missing fish. It is suspiciously qualified. 4.
જવાબદારીનો વિસ્તાર.
Imagine office workers guarding invisible borders with coffee mugs instead of swords. 4.
ક્ષેત્ર.
Imagine someone taking a textbook into a farm and proudly saying, welcome to my competence area. 4.
સત્તા.
Imagine a cat in the boss chair approving everything with one dramatic meow. Quick quiz. Time to test yourself. No pressure. Okay, a tiny bit of pressure. The fun kind. What is the Gujarati for scope for action?
કાર્યની સ્વતંત્રતા.
What is the Gujarati for discretion?
વિવેકાધિકાર.
What is the Gujarati for scope for creative freedom?
રચનાત્મક સ્વતંત્રતા માટે અવકાશ.
What is the Gujarati for scope for decision-making?
નિર્ણય લેવાનો અવકાશ.
What is the Gujarati for responsibility?
જવાબદારી.
What is the Gujarati for area of responsibility?
જવાબદારીનો વિસ્તાર.
What is the Gujarati for competence area?
ક્ષેત્ર.
What is the Gujarati for authority?
સત્તા.
Use it in real life. Now let us make these words practical, because sounding smart is fun, but using the words well is even better. At work, you can say, we need more.
કાર્યની સ્વતંત્રતા.
In this project. In management or law, you can say, the officer used.
વિવેકાધિકાર.
In a difficult case. In design, writing, or art, you can say, this team gives me.
રચનાત્મક સ્વતંત્રતા માટે અવકાશ.
In team meetings, you can say, employees need more.
નિર્ણય લેવાનો અવકાશ.
In everyday professional life, you can say, I accept the.
જવાબદારી.
To define roles, you can say, finance is in my.
જવાબદારીનો વિસ્તાર.
In education or training, you can say, language is my main.
ક્ષેત્ર.
In informal situations, you can say, only the director has.
સત્તા.
To approve this. Friendly conclusion. You did great. Yes, even if you stumbled over one or two long words. That is called learning, not disaster. Today you practiced 8 advanced and useful Gujarati words.
કાર્યની સ્વતંત્રતા. વિવેકાધિકાર. રચનાત્મક સ્વતંત્રતા માટે અવકાશ. નિર્ણય લેવાનો અવકાશ. જવાબદારી. જવાબદારીનો વિસ્તાર. ક્ષેત્ર.
And.
સત્તા.
Thank you for learning with me. Keep practicing, repeat the words again later, and try using at least one of them today. Your Gujarati is growing, and that is a beautiful kind of authority.